So I already made a video on games that accept donations from players, then seem to fail, go quiet, and escape into the ether. But Star Citizen is a bit of a paradox in that the game is still in development, despite now having $700 million spent on it. Now, the game has always been controversial since its development back in 2012, with its incredibly long production process time, the lack of a release date, and the challenges in people getting refunds. But now, 12 years later, people are still waiting for the full game, and there doesn't seem to be an end in sight. At this point, it's worth saying that the developer and publisher Cloud Imperium do exist as a business, and they have offices here, there, and everywhere. But how do you run a functional business and still be nowhere near the finish line with such a huge budget? To be clear, the game does exist, and the company have released parts of it calling them modules, but it's nothing close to the finished product as of yet. So let's put this into perspective with some other large games. GTA 5 took over 5 years to make, and it's estimated to have cost $265 million, one of the most expensive video games ever made. But let's have a look at what you get for that. A huge open world, excellent plot, great voice acting, and online play. And it's still got updates and DLC being released to this day. The community is alive and well. Cyberpunk is estimated to have cost $436 million, including DLC and updates, and took about 8 years to make. CD Projekt Red have always been known for making big, expensive projects, but this is still lower than the $700 million Star Citizen has received. So the question on everyone's minds is, where's the money going? In January 24, they released financial information for 2022 to be transparent with their players on how they are spending their money. So in 22, the money that they got went up by a huge amount. They say in the article that overheads had gone up based on external factors, which is true. The cost of electrics and certain salaries has increased, and since 2020, costs have gone up overall. From here, it seems that a large part of their budget is on marketing, which is fair enough, and that's considered normal. But I'm wondering if they're focusing too much on bringing people in and they're not focusing more on the main game development. In 2023, they also acquired the studio Turbulent, but you would think that that wouldn't be part of their main priority, all things considered. And supporting this argument as well are words from employees who have worked with the business. One spoke out about the Manchester office here in the UK and how they believed the money was being misused. So based on this article, the employee has said, in my opinion, they have overinvested in the Manchester office they have just built. They're more bothered about wall art than they are about investing in additional staff. I personally saw a hiring freeze while spending money on making the office look like a piece of space art. It's fantastic to walk into, but as soon as I found I was being laid off, I looked at everything differently. Some of the art was the same as my salary, or multiple people's salary. So it sounds like I'm right in my assessment that the money that they're spending is going everywhere and there isn't really a clear priority. I've come across this before in my own career, seeing management make the decision to let people go and then spending money on wasteful projects or items. My personal belief is that Star Citizen is a project that has been extremely poorly organised and managed by leadership that consistently put their own wants before the players that they're serving, as per the office that I've just mentioned with the wall art. And with new word that they're being sued, the company isn't really shown in the best light right now. I think it's really easy to throw around the word scam when there's money involved, but the game does exist, and this isn't a situation like the day before where people weren't getting paid and there was a lot of dodgy activity. So I believe it comes down from the top and the chaos just cascades down from there. But my question is, how long can this truly go on for? You're a crowdfunded company with so much negative feedback. How long do they think they can keep going? I mean, how high can the pot really go before people start getting really angry? 800 million? 900? There is a line somewhere, and I have the feeling it's probably getting really close. For the sake of the employees working there, I really hope they start to realise that the gameplay is more important than a well-decorated office. And while people are very quick to point the finger, I think it's important to understand that this is a crowdfunded game. People are making the decision to give money to them, which enables them to keep going by not spending it wisely. Let me know your thoughts on the game and the company and comment below. I was thinking about doing a bit of a deep dive video on this, but I wasn't sure how much interest there would be. So kind of based on the success of this video, that'll determine if I do another one or not. Either way, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this, and I will see you next time. See you later.